topic, I'm going to talk about general relativity. This theory is developed by Albert Einstein in 1915, and according to this theory, that observed gravitational effect between masses results from their wrapping space and time. Imagine a fabric. If you put an object on it, it would curve it, and if you put a heavier object next to it, it pulls the other object, and with that, it curves the space and time. That's the very basic explanation of the general relativity. Until the 20th century, Newton's law of gravitation was accepted over 200 years, but there was something that Newton's law could not explain. For example, a normal minutes of orbit of Mercury and the other planets, but it has something called precession, which is, it's like eclipse is orbiting the sun instead of the planet, and the farthest point from the sun advances a little bit every time Mercury goes around the sun. So Einstein wondered what would happen if a light would move in the accelerating room, and he found out light would curve instead of going straight, and he published his general relativity theory that would not perfectly matches with the orbit of Mercury. But the real evidence came out 4 years after Einstein published this theory. Arthur Eddington, an English astronomer, was photographing the suns, and he noticed that one star wasn't supposed to be there, but then it understood that it was there because the light from coming that star curved by the sun and reflects to the earth, so we see that star right there in front of us instead of behind the sun. And that moment Einstein became a celebrity. But why do we call it space and time? According to the first theory of Einstein, the special relativity, light always moves in the same speed. So instead of light to move slower, time must pass slower, because speed equals distance over time, and by the absence of the gravitational field, light would take increased distance, but with the same speed and same time. So time must pass slower with this, and that's why time is slower near the black holes. Thank you for your attention.